Hello, my name is Mark Nelson, and welcome back once again to Ask Cheshire TV. I'm Executive Director here at Cheshire TV, which you are currently watching, and if you're not currently watching Cheshire TV, welcome to YouTube. Once again, we are here to answer questions sent in to us from viewers about programming, how this place works, membership, anything under the sun, including where do you get those snappy haircuts. I will answer for you if you send them in. So first up, we have a letter conveniently located right there from Mr. Henry Van Sandvanderson from Swansea, New Hampshire, who asks, where do you get your funding? Well, Henry, if you do or do not exist, that's a fine question that we were asked actually seriously today here. Cheshire TV's funding primarily comes from franchise fees that are on everyone's cable bill. So if you are a Time Warner cable customer in Keene, Marlborough, or Swansea, New Hampshire, a percentage of the video services on your cable bill is given to the cities and towns, which they then pass along to us. So the franchise fees are different. Keene and Swansea are the two towns that are participating, giving us this funding. For Keene, it is 3.5%, and for Swansea, it is currently 2%. So that is to say, of what you pay Time Warner Cable for your cable TV, video on demand, things like that, phone and internet, and any other various sundry services they have are not part of that. But the total that you pay for your video services, a tiny percentage of that is given to the municipalities, which is then given to us. So primarily our funding comes from that. We also we accept donations. If anybody's interested, we'll do that. Occasionally we have sponsorships, in-kind sponsorships or financial sponsorships from businesses or entities for the channel. And then we do things like, occasionally we do work for hire. We do, myself actually, you may see promos on the channel, I do transfer of old video formats. So if you have old VHS tapes or old home movies or things like that, I transfer those to digital files or DVD. That's an income source for us. So there are various income sources, but the majority, the vast majority of it is from the franchise fees, and the vast majority of that is from the city of Keene, solely because that is the largest number of subscribers between Keene and Swansea. It's just more people live here. And those numbers, they go up and down from seasonally. People drop cable and pick up cable, but they have remained relatively consistent for as long as I've been here and looking at the numbers. So that almost leads to another question that I'll get to a little bit later. But our existence in the current state of being is dependent upon people having cable. So occasionally we get questions as to why don't you put more of your content online, or why don't you stream Channel 8 or Channel 10 or things like that. We do have a free web stream of Channel 8. If you go to our website, which is www.cheshiretv.org, there is a button link to watch us live online. And basically what that does is whatever is on Channel 8 at that moment, you can watch simultaneously via a Ustream link that we have. The quality is not perfect. We always say it's a free service and you get what you pay for. If we are being very aggressive about maybe uploading things to YouTube here, the web stream may go away for a little while. If you ever try to watch the web stream and you can't see it, if it says it's offline, just send us an email, mnelson@cheshiretv.org. That's me. I get my email wherever I go on my phone, and if possible, I will go back and reconnect the web stream, because sometimes, generally on weekends, unfortunately, when we're not here, the web stream will go off, and it's a fairly simple matter if I can get to a computer to restart it again. Now, that's only the Channel 8 content. Once a month or so, I'll get an email or a call from somebody asking why we're not streaming the city council meeting or the school board meeting that night, or the Monadnock school board meeting that night. And the answer is that content is on Channel 10, and we don't stream Channel 10, partially because we haven't set up a way to do that, but also it gets back to that, if we give away all of our content, people will not pay to have cable, thus our funding will go away. So we put an amount of things online for free. Hopefully it's enough to get people interested in maybe paying for cable to watch the channel, or to satisfy certain content desires that are out there. Like we are now being a bit more active with our YouTube channel, which hasn't been active for a while. So this episode, this program, Ask Cheshire TV, will always be on YouTube if anyone wants to see it. And it'll be in full HD, which currently you can't see on Time Warner cable. We don't have an HD channel, so everything you see on Time Warner is a square with a little box, a box inside a box, I like to call it, 4x3 letterboxed, because it's all standard def content. But whatever we put online is full HD, so you can see the full quality that we produce and what our cameras can capture and what you as a member can create. Just because you see it standard def 4x3 letterboxed on TV doesn't mean that that's the only way this content exists. So certain things go on YouTube. Recently, some school concerts have been put on YouTube, not all of them, but some of them. And we'll continue to occasionally put things that we think people are interested in or that we're proud of, frankly, on YouTube. So you can see things that way. You can, if you have a smart TV, you can see full cowabunga HD on your TV, or if you have a nice computer, you can still go full screen and it looks good that way. Channel 10 is a relatively new development for us, a couple years old. When people contact us to ask about putting the meetings streaming, they remember the days when those meetings were live on Channel 8. They haven't been for a couple of years now because we found the meetings were taking up so much time, and we were required by the City of Keene to cover live all city council and committee meetings. That was eating up so much time during the week, and you could only replay them once or twice without, basically wiping all the locally produced shows off the slate. We were able to have Time Warner give us a second channel. So Channel 10 is nothing but the municipal meetings that we cover 24/7. It's the Keene City Council and committee meetings are all carried live, and they're given multiple replays throughout the weeks actually. All Keene School Board meetings and committee meetings are carried. The committee meetings are not carried live, but the Keene School Board meetings are. Monadnock Regional School Board meetings are carried every month. Those are not currently live, but we are working on making that happen. It's a technical issue we've been working on, but we really do want those to go live. And the whole idea with Channel 10 is the day after, here's a little tip. The day after anything is recorded for Channel 10, so if a meeting is Tuesday night, if there's not a live meeting the next night, that next night the meeting that we recorded will be on at 8 p.m. So I try to get everything on in prime time the day after it happens. Now, if it's a week, like the week when we're currently recording this, Keene has MSFI and PLD meetings on one night and another meeting the next night, and it doesn't really, or there is a different meeting the next night. It doesn't really work out that way. But best case scenario, if you missed a meeting one night, it'll be on around 8 o'clock the next night. And for Keene City Council committee meetings, we basically will repeat those at various times throughout the day, right up until the next City Council meeting. And as soon as a City Council meeting happens that is dealing with all the content of those other meetings drop off our schedule, and we just retain the council meeting and what comes after that. So if that makes any sense. At any rate, if you're looking to see Keene City Council meetings or committee meetings live, we don't stream those online, but the City of Keene website does. So if you go to the City of Keene's website and poke around, there is a section for live meeting videos, and they do archive all of their live meeting videos for 1 to 2 years afterwards. And it's kind of cool. The way they do it is they have a system that records records essentially the signal we give them. And they are able to put little, like, let's say, chapter points in there. So when you go to a meeting that has been archived on the City of Keene's website, if you click on, you can click on the agenda item and jump right to that point in the video. And that's pretty cool. I'm not trying to sell somebody else's service over ours, but if you watch it on our channel, you're watching the whole meeting. If you want to just see something about airport tree limb cutting, you go to the City of Keene's website, you can click right on that, and you can watch it from there to the end of the meeting, which I think is pretty cool. As for Keene School Board meetings, we have just started giving them all of our meetings to post on their YouTube channel. They may also embed that on their Facebook or websites, but I'm not sure. But at any rate, Keene School District has a YouTube channel, and within 1 to 2 days of any meeting being recorded by us, it will be on their YouTube channel for you to watch on demand, let's say. Similarly, Monadnock Regional School Board has started doing this. We have posted or given them meetings that go back early into last year, and excuse me, similarly, within 24 hours of when one of their meetings occurs, it will be on their YouTube page to watch at your convenience, in your stocking feet or dressed as the Bo Peep character of your choice. And now for a short break. Lest I sound a little too Brenda Vaccaro for you here today. So, See, that fake letter, I mean, that honest letter that I just wrote by somebody just like you resulted in me just yapping for 20 minutes straight. To give you our contact info up front, if you want to send us a physical letter, similar to this one that is not real, it is Cheshire TV, P.O. Box 903, Keene, New Hampshire, 03431. If you want to send us an email, askctv@cheshiretv.org. If you want to send us a message on Facebook, it's www, if you still go that way, facebook.com/Cheshire-TV. You can send us a message there. And you can also, if you actually just want to talk to us and ask any question live in person, not on TV, it is 603-283-6621. We're here Monday through Friday, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. And because I get the email on my phone, I'll tend to answer any emails we may get, almost 24/7. If I'm awake, I'll answer your question, unless you want me to save it for TV and get one of these wonderfully rambling and personable answers such as that. Okay, should I pretend like I have another letter? Why not? Let's keep up the artifice. Oh, right from my typewriter, down below, we won't ask how it got there. We have another letter from somebody who's, let's call her Susan, from East Swansea, New Hampshire. Susan asks, handwriting's a little off. Give me a moment here. Susan asks, where can I find your TV schedule? Well, Susan, that's a fantastic question that I just happen to have on my sheet of notes that you can't see right out of camera range. We do prepare, I actually myself, prepare a TV schedule for channels 8 and 10. I prepare it 2 weeks in advance, so once in a while things will be a little off in terms of reality, but we try to get ahead of these things. If you go to our website, www.cheshiretv.org, there is an area where you can see a PDF of the current, excuse me, the current and maybe next week's TV schedule for channels 8 and 10. And it's a grid, it's all broken down, and you can see when everything airs. A little inside tip, it was actually done for us, but if you know this, it'll make it easier for you. If you look at our channel 8 TV schedule and you see something with an asterisk next to it, that means that's the premiere of the new episode for that week. The way we schedule shows for members is when you come in to do a show, you tell us what you would like your premiere slot to be. So if I'm doing, let's say for me, it's Cinemaniacs, I want my new episodes to be Mondays at 9 p.m. If nobody already has that as their premiere slot, it's yours. We'll bump something if it's already there, if it's a rerun or not a local show. And then you get about 4 or 5 replays throughout the week. So if you look at the TV schedule and you see Cinemaniacs or Citizen Kane or Unfiltered on the schedule, look for the little asterisk, and that's when you can know it'll be a new episode. So if you've watched an episode of the show on Sunday and you see it listed again on Wednesday with an asterisk, that's when the new episodes start, and forevermore after that until the following week, it'll be that same new episode. Speaking of, and we also have a schedule for Channel 10, and as I said earlier, basically, I don't really indicate, well, it'll say on the schedule, in parentheses, live, that's when the new one will be. And we try to repeat meetings as often as we can to give people the opportunity to see them at whatever time is convenient, or maybe if for some reason you want to watch one more than once, they're on many, many times. And it used to be on Channel 8, we would run it live and maybe we could squeeze it in one more time. Some of the meetings tend to run very long, which kind of wreaks havoc with when I can schedule them, and if I schedule them for certain times and a meeting goes an hour beyond that, it kind of messes everything else up. But that's the nature of the beast. So people have asked me, can you have meetings that are on the same time every week? And we really can't. The premiere is always going to be the same time because that's when the city schedules these meetings to occur. But as for repeats, because of varying lengths and varying things happening, I can't say PLD is going to be every Tuesday at 3 p.m. The way it starts is if you look at our schedule and you look at a Sunday night, the oldest meeting is first, and they run chronologically down to the bottom of the day, and then they basically cascade throughout the week around when the live meetings are. And then on Saturday, you sort of got the reset. So Saturday and Sunday schedules are almost always identical because that's where the week ends and begins for us. But hopefully, we get a lot of feedback on the city meetings that we run and the school board meetings and things like that. It's local content. A lot of people can't make it out to the meetings. A lot of people might not want to sit through a meeting that's that long, but they don't mind watching it or breaking it up or recording it on TV. So we know people watch those, and we take it very seriously that we try not to ever, if we can help it, miss recording one of these, and we try to get them on as often as possible. Also, as with anything that we create, If you want to get a copy of a meeting or a school concert or one of the programs that's produced here, you can. If it's anything that we produce, this show or school concerts or school meetings or city meetings, just give us a call. DVDs are $10, video file less than that. I'm not sure if we've settled on a price for that, but if you show up with a flash drive and we can just give you the file, it's very convenient for us. The files already exist, and we can do it that way. We don't get a lot of call for that. I think maybe people don't know that they can get them, but we do on occasion, and because we keep an archive of meetings going back about 2 years or more, sometimes much more than that, and of old concerts, people will often come in and ask for old things, and they're very happy to find out we can give them, old meetings that every meeting from the city of Keene that has to do with one issue, they can get an archive of those for themselves to review for their purposes. Sometimes it's kind of funny. Somebody will be graduating, and somebody's child will be graduating from Keene High, let's say, and they find out that we have all of their child's band performances going back 4 years, and they'll order a short stack of DVDs that they didn't know existed of all of these band performances from their child's musical high school career. So if you are ever interested in any of that, just give us a ring. All we need are the type of band that it is and the date. Otherwise, it's a little trickier for us to find what you're looking for. If it's a show that we don't produce, if it's produced by a member locally, we can make copies of those, but that's something where we'll put you in contact with the member themselves, because technically, even though you're using our equipment and our facilities and it's airing on our channel, if you create something, it's yours, it's not ours. So if someone wants an episode of Learning Music with Pat and they contact us, we contact Pat and we ask her if that's okay. And if she wants to give them a copy directly, or if she wants us to sell a copy, however it works, it's up to the producer of the show. Some producers will tell us, they'll almost sign us off, say, and it's okay, just do what you want if people want copies, so that's cool too. Some producers, speaking of YouTube, I don't know if we're quite there yet, but the plan is for our new, and if you haven't seen our website, if you saw our website in the past, forget about it. The new website, as a Disney princess sang, it's a whole new world. Our new website is colorful and has pictures and is more interactive and doesn't look like communist bloc Russia in 1952. A lot less gray, fewer shades of gray in the new website. The new website will eventually have pages or a little blurb about every show that airs on Cheshire TV that's produced locally. So if you're looking at our schedule and you say, what's In My Backyard all about? You can go to that section, and then there'll be a frame grab from the show so you can get a sense of what it looks like. There'll be a blurb, maybe written by the producer themselves, about what the show's about. And if that producer has any episodes on YouTube, if they've got a YouTube channel, we'll put a link to that there too. So in lieu of us actually having an on-demand service for our station, which we don't currently have, in a way, if people have a YouTube channel, and several of our producers do this, you'll be able to click there and watch past episodes of their shows at your convenience. That's just sort of a free service we're gonna provide there. Let me have another drink of refreshing bottled hose water. Oh, you can just taste the parasites. So we covered the TV schedule. The TV schedule is also sent to the Keene Sentinel every week. So the Channel 8 schedule, I believe, appears in the TV listings section of the Sentinel Weekly, and it is sent to a company called Grace Note that is the company that manages online cable guides. So if you have a cable box, you should, and if this isn't the case, send me an email, mnelson@cheshiretv.org, and I'll get on it. You should be able to hit the guide button on your TV's cable box remote and see what shows are playing. Sometimes that's a little out of date, and sometimes it doesn't have a lot of information about that week's specific episode, but I believe we have moved, at least for Channel 8, beyond the old local programming block that lasts 12 hours at a time, which I was told was not helpful when you had TiVo or a DVR and you wanted to record something, and what you had to get stuck with was 8 hours of everything we run. I think that those days are gone, and hopefully we're working toward making that better. Speaking of technical issues, if there are ever technical issues you see while you're watching Cheshire TV, give us a call or send us an email. While we're here, we have monitors on all the time with the sound turned down. If the sound was turned up, we would be maniacs. You need a little peace of mind. My eyes at my desk are always going up and checking on the channel, but sometimes if there's a sound issue I don't know about, or if a show freezes, or a show goes black, or the channel goes off, especially if it's a weekend and maybe we're, living our own lives for a couple days, we don't know about that, and we depend on viewers like you to let us know. And it's very helpful. We've been able to suss out some technical issues we wouldn't have known about for much longer had people not given us a call and let us know. We don't do what we do long hours, 5 or more days a week, to not have the channel look good. So believe me, if there's ever technical issues, it's not something that we're casual about letting go. We do our best to fix that. So I think I'm going to close now with a song. No, I wouldn't do that to you. Although with this voice, I might be able to pass for Neil Diamond. I think I'm going to close the show this week. Before I get into anything deeper or darker, I remind you once again of our contact info. It is Cheshire TV, P.O. Box 903, Keene, New Hampshire, 03431. Email us at askctv at excuse me, sorry. Email us at askcheshiretv at Take 3. We don't edit this show, by the way. We could, but we're not going to, because we believe in being honest with you. Email us at askctv at cheshiretv.org. You could send us a message on Facebook or post on our Facebook page, which we try to update fairly regularly with photos and news and tips and links and things like that. www.facebook.com/Cheshire-TV. Half hour talking straight isn't as easy as you think it might be. And you can give us a call at 603-283-6621 to let us know what you think of this show or of another show, or ask questions, or give us a banana bread recipe, or just say hello. Hi, how are you? And we'll be polite back. Until next week, I'm Mark Nelson, and we will see you on TV.